How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, and I am back today to give you guys a review of the Saucony Progrid Omni 9 from the Tomorrow Meets Yesterday pack in this ivory and blue colorway. This is a general release version of the Saucony Progrid Omni 9, which is one of the brand's most popular silhouettes right now. Originally released as a performance running shoe, nowadays it's pretty much just being worn casually, and it's been the subject of numerous collaborations as well, which is a telltale sign that it's a silhouette that's doing pretty well. First off, I want to give a huge thank you over to Saucony Canada for sending me over this pair. These retail for a price of $150 US or $190 here in Canada, and this is part of the Tomorrow Meets Yesterday pack, which released alongside a ivory and green colorway as well. So diving into the details of the shoe itself, as we start things off with the toe box, this is covered in this white colored open style mesh, which makes the shoe quite breathable and lightweight. Right above this we have the signature Saucony stripe, which is pressed onto this white colored synthetic leather, and then covering the sides of the toe box we have this white colored synthetic leather with silver colored detailing. And then same thing covering the front toe cap, with this area incorporating reflective hits as well. Covering the bottom of the sides of this shoe, we have this synthetic blue colored nubuck with reflective silver detailing found throughout. And then covering the eyelets, we have more synthetic white leather, again with more silver detailing. Covering the lateral side of the sneaker on the mid panel, we have this molded TPU layer, which helps to give the shoe more containment and support. And then stitched on top of this, we have your Saucony stripe. This is done in this reflective finish in a mix of silver and blue. When you compare this to the medial side, so on this side we don't have that molded finish, we just have white colored synthetic leather, but we also have that Saucony stripe here on this side too. Moving downwards, we have this large reflective silver panel, and we have that blue colored nubuck covering the bottom of the sneaker. And then towards the heel, we have a TPU heel cup with Omni 9 branding visible on the lateral side. On the bottom and top, we have more of that white colored mesh, and then in the middle we have this large reflective silver panel, again with Saucony branding in blue. For the laces, this pair only comes with one lace option, and they're an oval shaped lace done in this white color. Beneath this we have a classic mesh tongue. This is all done in white, and we have synthetic leather on the top of the tongue, along with Saucony branding on the very top. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is lined in this mesh material, and it's decently padded, not overly stuffed, but not too thin either. And then for the insoles, these come with a pretty thick, pretty well padded foam lined insole. We have Saucony branding pressed onto the heel, and then when you remove the insoles, you can see here how the strobel is lined in another layer of foam, giving you two levels of comfort right underneath your feet. And if that wasn't enough, the upper of the shoe sits atop this full-length EVA foam midsole, which is painted in a mix of white and cream. We also have Saucony's SRC technology, which stands for Super Rebound Compound. This is visible on the lateral forefoot and on the heel. And we also have Progrid technology, so this together with the SRC helps with impact protection and giving the wearer a more smooth transition from heel to toe. And then for the outsole, so this is done in two tones of rubber, but we also have this exposed foam found throughout, giving the shoe a little bit more flexibility. And then in the middle, we have a cream colored TPU shank plate, which is there to help with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, to me, these fit like most other Progrid Omni 9, so I personally like to go true to size. My foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. Saucony Canada sent me this in a size 10 and they fit me bang on. So I'd say that if you have a really wide foot, or if you're someone that prefers just more of a roomy, spacious toe box, you could go up half the size. But I feel like if you have a narrow or normal width foot, or you just don't mind a more snug one-to-one fit, go true to size and it should fit you fine. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other Progrid Omni 9, so it's a very comfortable sneaker, especially one for casual use. It's not going to be an overly soft and mushy foam, but at the same time you still feel quite a bit of cushioning underfoot while not sacrificing support and stability. And on top of that, the upper of the shoe feels extremely lightweight, quite breathable and airy. So I know it doesn't really fit the current season, but I feel like for late spring and summer, this is a really solid option. Last but not least, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality unfortunately was nothing special. Everything on this shoe is synthetic materials, so we just have a bunch of synthetic leathers, synthetic nubucks, TPU layers, reflective panels. Nothing about this shoe screams like it's really good materials, but that's kind of like your typical Progrid Omni 9 or a typical 2000s, 2010s era running shoe, which is what this exactly is. So the material didn't wow me, and the overall build of the shoe, I felt like it could have been a little bit better. Some of the panels on the upper already came pre-stained, so there was kind of like these reddish or orangey blemishes on it. I tried rubbing it off, it didn't go away completely, but it did come off a little bit. So that's one thing that kind of bugged me. There's also a little bit of dried glue around the midsole area where it connects to the upper. But aside from that though, I thought the panels were consistent between my left and right feet, which is important. And the stitch job on the shoe overall wasn't too bad. So at the end of the day, was it great? No. But there also wasn't anything that really bugged me on the build of this shoe. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. Like I said earlier, this is a great option to wear in warmer, drier seasons like maybe late spring and during the thick of summer. The colorway though is not bad. It has your classic dad shoe look with these white and blue hits, so I can see why some people might not really love this colorway. But being a dad of 2 now myself, this is one of those shoes that I totally embrace now in my wardrobe. But I think if you're in the market for this pair, these can probably be obtained for under retail, so I probably wouldn't jump the gun and grab these for the full retail price. But I think for a discounted price, this is a really solid option to add to your rotation. So leave your thoughts down below, let me know what do you guys think about this pair? What are your thoughts on the colorway, the model? Is it something you would pick up, or just not your thing and it's a pass for you? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8. Check me out on X at sean.go spelled out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks everyone for watching, hopefully you guys enjoy this review, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.